Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, January the 5th, 2020. This is Journal 259. Sounds insane. Sounds impossible, but somehow I managed to do that. And it is T plus 278, almost 280 days since the transplant on April 2nd. I was just in the process of working on lists of things to accomplish this new year, this new decade. The year of my transplant, my first transplant birthday. And I realized I had an epiphany of sorts. I realized all of a sudden that old habits die hard. They die really hard if they ever die at all. Sometimes you just can't kill them as hard as you try. And I've had that problem before. And in this case, I caught myself right in the middle of making the same mistake I've made consistently throughout my life, and that is creating lists of things to accomplish, goals and objectives, strategies and tactics, and yet somehow managing always to leave myself off the list, to leave my personal wants, needs, and expectations off the list. Sort of creating a situation where you, in this case me, come in last if you come in at all, if you find your way onto the list at all. And I do that rather consistently, and I always have, and I don't understand it. I probably never will. Not sure there's enough time left for enough therapy to find out why I'm wired that way, but that's the way I've always been. It just seems like everything and everybody else comes before I do, and I guess that's okay because looking back over my life, I think I'm satisfied that I've really managed to accomplish perhaps a lot more than I ever thought I would. And maybe that's how you get it done. I don't know. Although now with the wisdom that chemotherapy and pre-transplant conditioning and a transplant, stem cell bone marrow transplant, brings with it, you sort of feel compelled to prioritize things differently. And that's what I was trying to do here. Now, I had a friend of mine, and I wrote about this in the written part of the blog, the description. I had a friend of mine that suggests the only way to make that happen is to go ahead and create your list, but start out with you. Start out with I, me, and then get to we, us afterward. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know how hard that will be. What I do know is that creating the to-do list of accomplishments to accomplish first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of 2020 have left me with not a lot of discretionary time. So it's a matter of now that you've isolated and determined which of your children, in quotes, not your literal children, your figurative children, belong on the list, you have to decide which ones of those children you're going to kill. Which ones don't deserve to make the cut. And that's not so easy. Not when you are of the mind that suggests that the fact that they're on the list means they're important enough to get done in the first place. So that's the quandary I'm in. That's the conundrum. And if any of you have any suggestions, believe me, I promise you I will read them with great interest, because this is something I've been struggling with my entire adult life, and I've never really managed to succeed successfully enough to satisfy myself. And I'll probably never be able to say that sentence again. So if you got something for me, then please don't hesitate to forward. I'd like to thank the folks, by the way, who have left reviews on Amazon about Misfire, what to do when things aren't running on all cylinders. First of all, thank you for the reviews. They're great. They just really make my heart sing. Make all that effort worthwhile, more than worthwhile. And for those of you who haven't, if you've read the book and it's been meaningful for you, please take a moment and leave a review. They're worth it. They really make a difference. In the meantime, stay well and take care, and I'll try and get back to you tomorrow. Love you all very much. Bye-bye.